Good morning, sir. Can you tell me your name?
Howard Burnett, good morning.
Mr. Burnett, you're here in 2017 CF 2582, a case out of Seminole County. You're here for a violation of probation warrant. You're arrested on. Your bond is $0. Your bonds remain at $0. When appointed public defender to represent you while you're here in my custody, which should get you on to Seminole County relatively quickly. Have a great day, sir.
Okay.
Quarterway is medical.
All right, it's 2020 MM 1568, case out of Seminole County. When appointed public defender to represent him.
I'll waive the appearance, Your Honor.
His bond on his failure to appear warrant is $995. Is going to remain as set in that case. I'm going to make a condition he has 48 hours to, is he a sexual offender or, I don't have a, all right. He has 48 hours once he's released from the Orange County Jail or Seminole County Jail to report to the Sheriff's Office as a violent sexual predator or sexual offender.
You should have mercy for all the sexual predators.
Okay. All right, good morning, ma'am. Can you tell me your name?
Gina Benitez.
Ms. Benitez, you are here in 2010 CF 1622 and for a violation of probation,
DUI manslaughter.
correct? The judge signing your warrant in this case set your bond at zero. Oh, sorry, this is a on-view violation. 1 second.
Están prosecutiendo.
All right, this is an on-view violation for your probation. Want to stay your bond at $0. Want to appoint a public defender to represent you in this case. You have a great day, ma'am.
Can I speak on another case, please?
Not right now.
Okay.
All right, you have a great day, ma'am. Good morning, sir. Can you tell me your name?
Benjamin Contreras.
Good morning, sir. You are here in case 2020 CF 7068 AO on a violation of probation. The judge signed your warrant in this case, set your
Could
bond
you
at
repeat that again?
$0.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
You're here for violation of probation, 2020 CF 7068.
All right.
Judge signing your warrant, set your bond at $0. Your bond's gonna remain at $0.
What that mean?
It means you're not gonna be able to bond out. And
I
you're
can't bond that out law?
Nope, seems that you're a violent felony offender of special concern, not gonna be entitled to bail or bond until your violation of probation goes to hearing. When appointed a public defender to represent you, so you have an attorney in this case. You have a great day, sir. Spanish.
Good morning, Your Honor. This is Laura Bretaña, Spanish interpreter. The interpreter has already been sworn.
Good morning, Madam Interpreter. This is Judge Bain calling from the BRC. I have a few defendants I need your assistance with this morning. Can you see if we can make a connection with the podium?
There is contact, Your Honor.
Good morning, sir. Can you tell me your name?
José Luis Farías,
Jose Luis Farias.
sí,
Is it Andres or,
Farías,
oh, host?
Farias.
What happened to Andrew Faris? Yes.
no,
Okay. All right. I'll get back to that. All right.
Farías.
Sorry. Apologize, sir. I was looking at the wrong case. All right. Good morning, sir. You're here in case 2021 CF 8289 AO for a charge of aggravated assault, dating violence, and battery dating violence. I reviewed the charging affidavit in your case. I did find probable cause for your arrest. I'm going to set your bond in count one in the amount of $2,000, count two in the amount of $500. Condition of your bonds that you're not to have any contact with this victim in this case. You need to make sure you're maintaining a separate residence from this victim. I'll give you a one-time return with law enforcement to retrieve any personal items you may have at a shared residence.
Ok, yo,
You may not return to the scene of the location where this incident occurred. You may not possess any drugs or alcohol. You'll be subject to random drug and alcohol testing at your expense. Let's see, no weapons, no firearms. All right, no weapons, no firearms. Any weapons or firearms you have need to be returned to law enforcement within 24 hours of your release. We're going to appoint the public defender to represent you in this case. You have a great day, sir.
Ok. ¿Cuánto va a ser de BAM?
Okay, how much will the bond be?
It's $2,500 in total.
¿Pero cuánto es ahorita para pagarlos?
But how does it work? Do I have to pay it right now?
You got to work that out with the bondsman. You can call the paper, talk to your attorney, or you can call some bondsmen and see if they can bond you out. You have a great day, sir.
Ok, gracias.
Okay, thank you.
Do I have any more for the interpreter? All right. Madam Interpreter, can you make an announcement in the gallery to see if anybody needs your services?
¿Alguna de las personas que se encuentran en la sala necesita los servicios del intérprete al español?
I don't see anybody hands raised. So thank you for your help, Madam Interpreter.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Good morning, sir. Can you tell me your name?
Yes, Andrew Faust.
What's your name?
Charlene
Faust.
Morrow.
All right, there. Sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm having problems hearing him. All right, sir, you're in council. Can you put your name on the record?
Good morning, Your Honor. Jose Rivas on behalf of Andrew Faust, Judge.
All right, sir, you're here in case 2021 MM 422AW on charge of battery domestic violence. I reviewed the charging affidavit in this case, did find probable cause for your arrest. Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning.
All right, now, can you tell me your name and spell your last name?
Charlene Morrow, Mauro.
And can you raise your right hand and be sworn in?
Yes,
Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're going to give in this matter is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
yes.
All right, you can put your hand down. Ma'am, can you tell me how you know Mr. Faust?
He's my boyfriend.
All right. And do you want to have contact with your boyfriend during the course of this case?
Yes.
Are you afraid of him?
No,
Has there been any prior instances of domestic violence between you all in the past?
no,
Did drugs or alcohol play a role in this particular instance?
no.
I can't hear you.
I mean, yes.
All right. Stay, you got any questions for the witness?
Good morning.
Good morning.
You made a statement he does this to all his girlfriends?
No, I don't know anything about that.
Okay. So are you aware of any other domestic violence incidents?
No,
Okay, no further questions.
no.
Ms. Rivas, you got any questions for the witness?
Good morning, Ms. Char. You do own a cell phone, do you?
Yes,
And you promise this court to call the police in the case of any events?
yes,
Okay. And you wish to have non-hostile contact with Mr. Faust, correct?
yes,
Okay. And in the event that the court did not issue non-hostile contact, you have a place that you could go and Mr. Faust can return to his residence?
yes,
Okay.
All right.
And one more question. Sorry. And you intend to file a declination of prosecution in this case?
that's,
And what that means is that you intend to ask the state to dismiss all the charges?
yes,
Okay.
All right, Mr. Faust is going to set your bond in this case in the amount of $500. It's going to come with pretrial release supervision. You have no contact with the victim in this case. You are to maintain a separate residence from this victim. I'll give you a one-time return with law enforcement if you have a shared residence, retrieve any personal items you have at that location. You may not possess any weapons or firearms. Any weapons or firearms you have need to be returned to law enforcement within 24 hours of your release. You may not possess any drugs or alcohol, and you'll be subject to random drug and alcohol testing. One more question. And ma'am, you said you're not going to be staying at the residence?
I was. I don't have any fear or anything.
Well, that's not, my question is, are you going to be staying at the residence?
Yes,
Yes?
is that okay?
No, I mean, because he can't stay with you, so that's.
Oh, no. I won't be staying there then.
All right. All right, Mr. Fowles, do you have any questions about your no contact order?
No.
All right. All right, Mr. Rivas is going to advise you, just abide by that no contact order. You can get in front of Judge Wayne Shoemaker if he feels that there are some other release conditions or better release conditions to be set at that time. But I don't feel that contact is appropriate at this moment. So abide by the order until that happens. Don't violate my orders. All right. Have a great day.
Just for the
Yes, sir.
record, he can return to the scene, correct, as long as she moves out. They have separate.
Yeah, they have, as long as they're not living together, I gave him, that's why I ordered, the no contact order covers no 500 feet within her person, 500 feet away from her vehicle, 500 feet away from her place of residence, 500 feet away from her place of like employment. Now, I also urge you order to maintain a separate residence. Now, I give you a pass, but you gotta go there with law enforcement to get whatever you need to happen. Now, if she's not at the residence any further, then you're abiding by my order by that point. All right?
One more thing, is it possible that he not be placed on pretrial release, Judge? He's self-employed, he travels for periods of time. So is it possible that, because sometimes he could be out of the state for a couple of weeks, is it possible that he not be placed on pretrial, perhaps a higher bond the court will consider?
No, I think as long as I'll allow you to leave the state, as long as you file an itinerary with your pretrial release officer about where you're going and when you're coming back.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not restricting you in that sense. I don't think you're a flight risk, but I do want the extralateral supervision at this point.
Okay, thank you, Judge.
Have a great day, sir. Good morning, Ms. Lopes. How are you?
Good morning, Judge Bain. How are you?
Doing well. Do you have a client?
I do. His name is Saeed Kershid. Last name is Kershid. I'm not
I
sure.
think that's the case you had with Judge Jewett.
Yes, this
Judge
is.
Jewett signed an order this morning granting whatever you were asking her for.
Oh, great. Because I was told yesterday to appear in front of you
Yeah,
today.
that was it. A miscommunication. If Judge Jewett wants to change the bonds in her cases, she can. So I'm just the first guy you see.
So is the bond set at 250, or do you guys know what the bond is set at?
I think it's set at 250, no contact with the victim, no return to the address, no weapons, no firearms. Violation will result in him, being no bonded at that point.
Thank you, Your Honor. It was very nice seeing you again.
All right, good too. Have a great day.
All right, bye-bye.
You just go out there.
Good morning, sir. Can you tell me your name?
Anthony Bell.
Mr. Bell, you are here in case 2021 CF 8285 AO on a charge of aggravated assault with a firearm, domestic violence, and battery domestic violence. They reviewed the charging affidavit in this case. They find probable cause for your arrest. Going to set your bond in count 1 in amount of $3,500 and count 2 $500. Condition of your bond to be subject to pretrial release supervision. You to have no contact with the victim in this case. You are to maintain a separate residence from this victim. I'll give you a one-time return with law enforcement if you have a shared residence to retrieve any personal items you have at that location. You may not possess any weapons or firearms. The weapons or firearms you have need to be returned to law enforcement within 24 hours of your release. I want to appoint the public defender to represent you in this matter. Do you have any questions about your no contact order, sir?
No, sir.
All right, have a great day. All right. Good morning, sir. Can you tell me your name?
Michael Colmy.
Mr. Coleman, you are, is it Colmy?
Colmy.
All right, Mr. Coleman, you're here in case 2021 CF 8292 AO on charges of written threats to kill or do bodily harm. I did review the charging affidavit in this case. I did find probable cause for your arrest. I'm going to set your bond in this case in amount of $2,000. Condition of your bond be subject to pretrial release supervision. You to have no contact with the victim in this case. That means no contact.
Yes, sir.
0. All right?
Yes, sir.
You must not possess any weapons or firearms. The weapons or firearms you have need to be returned to law enforcement within 24 hours of your release. You may want to censor yourself. Just thoughts looking at your criminal history, you may want to censor yourself. You just may want to just not have a phone.
I agree, sir.
Get a rotary phone.
Yes, sir.
All right, have a great day. On 2,000. With PTR. Gonna point the public defender to represent him. All right. Good morning, sir. Can you tell me your name?
Vincent Peak. Good morning, sir.
Mr. Peak, you're here in case 2021 CF 8280 AO on a charge of resisting officer without violence, battery, dating violence, and battery domestic violence by strangulation. I'm going to review the charging affidavit in your case. Did find probable cause for your arrest. Going to set your bond in count one amount of $100, count two $500, and count three an amount of $2,500. Conditioning your bond that you have no contact with the victim in this case. You need to maintain a separate residence from this victim. I'll give you a one-time return with law enforcement to retrieve any personal items you may have at a shared residence. You may not possess any weapons or firearms. The weapons and firearms you have need to be returned to law enforcement within 24 hours of your release. You also may not possess or consume any drugs or alcohol without a valid prescription. Be subject to random drug and alcohol testing at your expense. I'm going to appoint the public defender to represent you in this case. You have a great day, sir. Hey. Good morning, ma'am. Can you tell me your name?
I'm Veronica Rivera.
Sorry, I can't hear you.
Veronica Rivera.
Good morning, Ms. Rivera. You are here in case 2021 CF 8282 AO on charge of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, domestic violence, and battery domestic violence. They reviewed the charging affidavit in your case. Did find probable cause for your arrest. Going to set your bond in count one in amount of $2,500 and $500 is to count two. Conditions of your bond is you to have no contact with the victim in this case. You are to maintain a separate residence from this victim. I'll give you a one-time return with law enforcement to retrieve any personal items you may have at that location. You may not possess any weapons or firearms. Any weapons or firearms you have need to be returned to law enforcement within 24 hours of your release. 1 second. Going to appoint the public defender to represent you in this case. Do you have any questions about your no contact order, ma'am? All right. You have a great day. Oh, sorry. Whoa. That's what I was looking for. Sorry. It says, one second, Mr. Rivera, 1 second. Sorry. It says you make $1,200 every 2 weeks or every week.
Excuse me.
Look at your affidavit for criminal injury status. I'm sorry. It said you make $1,200 every week, every 2 weeks, bi-weekly. You have no dependents. All right. All right, ma'am, I don't think you're going to qualify for the services of the public defender, so you're going to hire your own attorney in this case. All right?
That's saying how much I make?
Yes.
Yeah, I make that like every week.
Okay, you make $2,400 a month.
Yeah, I'm a nail technician.
Yep. So based on that, I don't think since you don't have any other dependents, I don't think you qualify for the services of the public defender. You're going to, got to hire your own attorney, or you're going to choose to represent yourself. It's up to you. But I just want to let you know that. All right, have a great day, ma'am. All right, good morning, sir. Can you tell me your name? Sir, you're here in case 2021 CF 8261 AO on charge of battery domestic violence. Did review the charging affidavit in your case. Did find probable cause for your arrest. Domestic violence by strangulation. So battery domestic violence by strangulation. Did I say that correctly? So I'm going to set your bond in this case in an amount of $3,500. Condition of your bond is you have no contact with the victim in this case. You need to maintain a separate residence from this victim. I'll give you a one-time return with law enforcement to retrieve any personal items you have at that location. You may not possess any weapons or firearms. The weapons and firearms you have need to be turned over to law enforcement within 24 hours of your release. I'm going to appoint the public defender to represent you in this case. Do you have any questions about your no contact order, sir? All right. Please don't violate my orders. Have a great day. Good morning, sir. Can you tell me your name?
Walter Thomas Walls.
Mr. Walls, you're here in case 2021 CF 8266 AO on charge of burglary of a dwelling with a solid battery in and battery domestic violence. I reviewed the charging affidavit in this case. Did find probable cause for your arrest. Good morning, sir. Can you tell me your name?
Terry Dixon,
Can you spell your last name?
Dixon.
Can you raise your right hand and be sworn in? Right hand. Okay. There you go. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're going to give in this matter is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Can you put your hand down? Can you tell me how you know Mr. Walls?
He's my brother.
And do you want to have contact with your brother while this case is pending?
No.
Did drugs or alcohol play a role in this particular instance?
Yes. Both. Both.
Okay. All right. State, do you have any questions for the witness first?
I do not, Your Honor.
Ms. George.
No, Your Honor.
State, what do you ask me to do as to count one?
Your Honor, there's also an allegation that a gun was involved, so I would ask for the no bond.
Okay.
This is a PBL.
And Ms. George, do you have any arguments for what the state's requesting?
No, I reserve the right to argue here, Your Honor.
Mr. Walls, count one, I'm going to hold you at no bond as to that charge. Count two, I'm going to set your bond in the amount of $1,500. Condition of your bonds is you have no contact with the victim in this case, not to return to the scene of the location. If you left anything personal at the location, I'll give you a one-time return with law enforcement to retrieve that item or items. You may not possess any weapons or firearms. Any weapons or firearms you have need to be turned over to law enforcement within 24 hours of your release. I'm going to appoint the public defender to represent you in this case. You have a great day, sir.
Yes, sir.
Have a great day, sir. Good morning, sir. Can you tell me your name?
Jordan Bedminster.
Sir, you're here in case 2021 MM4849AO on a charge of battery domestic violence. I did review the charging affidavit in your case. I did find probable cause for your arrest. Good morning, ma'am. Can you tell me your name and spell your last name?
Jada Santiago, Santiago.
All right. Can you raise your right hand and be sworn in? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're going to give in this matter is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
And put your hand down. Can you tell me how you know Mr. Bedminster?
Sir.
Mr. Bedminster.
My boyfriend.
All right. And do you want to have contact with him while this case is pending?
Yes.
Your Honor?
I don't think, I'm thinking the same thing. I was about to ask that question. You sure we got the right person? Yep. Kevin is the victim, correct?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Sorry, so what are you here to tell me?
To be honest, I didn't know I had to come to the room, so really I'm just testifying against his behalf. He's a citizen and he's not violent at all, and
Okay.
he just
All right, sir, I'm going to set your bond in this matter in amount of $250. It's going to cover pretrial release supervision. You had no contact with the victim in this case, which is Mr. Kevin. You must maintain a separate residence from Mr. Kevin. Where did this happen?
Your Honor? By chance, can I talk to my...
1 second. I'm going to appoint Ms. George, so talk to her first before you talk to me. Tell me where this happened. Oh, there we go. There we go. All right. I'll give you a one-time return with law enforcement to retrieve any personal items you have at that shared residence. You may not possess any weapons or firearms. Any weapons or firearms you have need to be returned to law enforcement within 24 hours of your release. I'm going to appoint the public defender to represent you in this case. Do you have any questions about your no contact order? All right. You have a great day, sir. Have a great day, ma'am. I thought we had a situation like yesterday. For a second. Good morning, sir. Can you tell me your name?
Jeremy Gilbert.
Mr. Gilbert, you're here in case 2021 MM4851AO on a charge of battery dating violence. Did review the charging affidavit in your case. Did find probable cause for your arrest. Good morning, ma'am. Can you tell me your name and spell your last name?
Stephanie Rambo, Rambo.
All right, can you raise your right hand and be sworn in? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're going to give in this matter is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Can you tell me how you know Mr. Gilbert?
He's my fiance.
All right. And do you want to have contact with Mr. Gilbert while this case is pending?
Yes, sir.
Has there been previous instances of domestic violence between you all in the past?
No.
Did drugs and alcohol play a role in this particular instance?
No.
All right. In the case here on my sheet that you all have had previous instances of domestic violence, is that correct?
No, sir. I never called the police. I never gave them a statement. The whole incident, it was called for another reason, and how he ended up in jail was, I don't even know why. And when he asked me if I'd been in any other relationships that had domestic violence, I said yes, but that wasn't to Mr. Gilbert. But I never gave him a statement. I never called the police. I never talked to him about anything, him hitting me, nothing. Like I said, I don't even know why they picked him up. Because he was originally called because he was attacked. And they took him to jail.
Whole swelling, my whole head swell.
Say you got questions for the witness?
I do not, Your Honor.
And Ms. George.
No, Your Honor.
All right. Mr. Gilbert, in 2021 MM 4851 AO, going to set your bond in amount of $1,500. You're going to condition your bond that you have no contact with the victim in this case, that you maintain a separate residence from this victim. I'll give you a one-time return with law enforcement to retrieve any personal items you have at that location.
I can ask you something, but
One second, let me finish, and then I'll let you talk to Ms. George, and then we can make sure that whatever you ask me is not gonna get you in more trouble, all right?
I mean, she want me home, and she don't want me like that's my fiance. We like me and her didn't get in no altercation. I called the police because
Don't talk about the facts.
Yeah, I'm just,
like
well, one, I'm not worried about what her testimony is, because I don't know what her vision is. In this report I'm reading, somebody else was watching an altercation go on between the two of you all. So I don't know if that's true or not. I'm not here to arbiter that situation. Now, the problem with the situation, I gave you a no hostile contact order. This particular situation will get you arrested again and get you put in jail again. So like, why run the risk when you could just wait for a little bit?
that's my.
Because you're not gonna get out anyways. So just relax. Let me finish this. You know, because why cause yourself more heartache?
I appreciate you.
All right. You're not possessing weapons or firearms. The weapons and firearms you have need to be returned to law enforcement within 24 hours of your release. All right. You're out on bond in cases 2020 CF 14629. You're also out on bond in case 2021 CF 176 AO. In both of those cases, of course, we're going to revoke those bonds. You're going to set new bonds at $0. We're going to appoint a public defender in all your cases you're not already appointed. All right. You have a great day.
Hey, babe.
Don't talk.
All right. Well. Can we hold on to Mr. Gilbert? I'll address him in a minute. Good morning, ma'am. Can you tell me your name?
Cheryl Green.
Ms. Green, you are here in case 2021 MM 4861 AO for a violation of domestic violence injunction. I reviewed the charging affidavit in your case, did find probable cause for your arrest. Going to set your bond in this case in an amount of $1,500. Condition in the bond, you have no contact with the victim. You abide by the injunction in I had a case number and then it disappeared. 1 second. Say you had an injunction, the case number? I thought I wrote it down, but I guess I didn't, I forgot.
It's 2021 DR 61650.
65,
61
61?
650.
All right. 6165. Oh. All right, and Ms. Green, you abide by the injunction in 2021 DR 61650. All right. I want to appoint the public defender to represent you in this case. Please don't violate the court's orders, because, you're going to have to spend a lot of time here with me. All right, have a great day.
Thank you.
All right, Mr. Gilbert, I don't know how clear I could try to be with you, all right? You know, I'm trying not to keep you in here for like longer than you need to be, but like, can't do that, man, all right? You understand?
I appreciate you. I understand what you're saying. I'm just devastated about it.
I got you, but you got a lot of things going on that had nothing to do with just what was going on last night, all right, or the night before. So you need to just work on those things. While you're here, try to do your best to work on those things. Make sure when you get out here, you're in the best position. Because out of any jail in this state, this place has more things for people to do than anywhere. You know, you can be in Baker County, you ain't got nothing to do. Sit there and look at the wall, all right? So take advantage of those things, all right? Have a great day. All right. Good morning, sir. Can you tell me your name?
Marcus Legros.
Mr. Legros, you're here in case 2021 MM 4846 AO on charge of battery domestic violence. I did review the charging affidavit in your case. Did find probable cause for your arrest. I'm going to set your bond in this case an amount of $500. Condition of your bond is that you have be subject to pretrial release supervision and you have no contact with the victim in this case. You need to maintain a separate residence from this victim. I'll give you a one-time return with law enforcement to retrieve any personal items you have at this location. You may not possess any weapons or firearms. The weapons or firearms you have need to be returned to law enforcement within 24 hours of your release. I'm going to appoint the public defender to represent you in this case. You have any questions about your no contact order?
No, sir.
All right, you have a great day, sir.
You too. Thank you.
Good morning, sir. Can you tell me your name?
Michael Ramos.
Mr. Ramos, you're here in case 2021 MM 4847 AO on a charge of battery domestic violence. Did review the charging affidavit in your case. Did find probable cause for your arrest. Going to set your bond in this matter amount $250. It's going to come with pretrial. Oh, hello. Sorry about that. Oh, ma'am, can you tell me your name and spell your last name?
DeMarie Garcia, Garcia.
Can you raise your right hand and be sworn in?
Yeah.
Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're going to give in this matter is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Mm-hmm.
All right, put your hand down. Can you tell me how you know Mr. Ramos?
He's my husband.
And do you want to have contact with Mr. Ramos while this case is pending?
Yes.
Has there been previous instances of domestic violence between you all in the past?
No.
Did drugs and alcohol play a role in this particular instance?
No.
All right, Mr. Ramos, so we're going to set your bond amount $250, going to cover pretrial release supervision in order that you have no hostile contact with your wife. Now, no hostile contact means this. You're allowed to have disagreements with her. You're allowed to be upset with her that she maybe not be doing something that you want her to do. She can be upset with you because you left the toilet seat up, made a mess that you want to clean up, not treating her in the way that she wants to be treated. However, those arguments, those disagreements cannot turn violent. They cannot turn threatening. There can be no abusive language used because if that happens, and she calls law enforcement, or somebody that sees or hears you all arguing and calls law enforcement, you will be arrested. You'll be staying here with me at the Orange County Jail on no bond status. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
You also may not possess any weapons or firearms. The weapons or firearms you have need to be turned over to law enforcement within 24 hours of your release. And now, it tells me here you make $900 a week,
Yes, sir.
and you have one dependent.
My wife don't work, and I support my daughter as well.
All right.
So,
So I don't think you're gonna qualify for the services of a public defender. So we're gonna hire your own attorney, or you're gonna represent yourself. All right, you have a great day.
thanks, sir.
Have a great day, ma'am. Yes. All right, it's 2021 CF 36394. Mr. Coloni is here for Allen County warrant. I'm gonna appoint the public defender to represent him.
I'll waive the appearance, Your Honor.
Gonna state his bond amount of $5,000. And for Brevard County, he could bond out or be transported there. Good morning, sir. Can you tell me your name?
Joseph DiBiase.
Sir, you're here in 2021 CF 225154, a case from Volusia County for a failure to appear warrant. Judge in that case set your bond at $0. Your bond's gonna remain at $0. We'll get you on to Volusia County as soon as we can. We're gonna appoint a public defender while you're here in my custody. You have a great day, sir. Good morning, sir. Can you tell me your name?
Trenton Howard.
Mr. Howard, you're here in case 2021 CF 1995 in a 2-count warrant from Osceola County. Judge in Osceola County set your bond at $0. Your bond's going to remain at $0. Let me make sure. Well, or that you have no contact with the victim until you can get down to Osceola County tomorrow. 1 second. State, these out on bond cases, is this a new case, old case?
A moment, Your Honor. Carrying a concealed firearm, 5699 has not been filed on yet.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out this Osceola County case, 2021 CF 1995. When did it happen? When was the allegations of the domestic violence and 911 call? Anybody actually have the warrant?
That's going to take me a minute to find, Your Honor. One moment. Can we pass this one and then I'll give you the information?
Yep.
Thank you.
All right, Mr. Howard, we're gonna address some of these out on bond cases that you're on. So we'll step back for a moment and we'll readdress your case in a second. Good morning, sir. Can you tell me your name?
Jamal Reese.
Mr. Reese, you're here in case 2019 CF 163 on an out-of-county warrant from Seminole County for a violation of probation. Judge of Seminole County set your bond at $0. Your bond's going to remain at $0. Want to appoint a public defender to represent you while you're here in my custody, and we'll get you on to Seminole County as soon as we can. You have a great day. All right, going to appoint a public defender to represent Mr. Edwards in 2020 CF 7905, and as well as 2021 CF 8290.
I'll waive the appearance, Your Honor.
All right, and both of these cases involve the same charging affidavit, so the court did find probable cause for the charges. For his violation of probation case, 2020 CF 7905. For his on-view violation, going to stay his bond at $0. And for 2021 CF 8290 AO, going to find probable cause for the charges and say his bond of $1,000 in count 1 and $150 in count 2. He's out on bond in case 2021 CF.
Your Honor, I'm so sorry. Actually, we were notified by one of the clerks that we had to close the FAD because a capias was issued for that case. So technically speaking, we couldn't keep a FAD on him
Correct.
because a capias was issued.
Well, I can find an on-view violation based on the charging affidavit he read. I mean, where's the warrant? Is my warrant was issued?
A capias, but I don't think it was served on him.
Was a VOP warrant issued for his arrest in this case?
On the 1238?
No, I'm sorry. On one, sorry. Okay. So 1238, he has a open capias.
It's a capias that was,
Oh, okay, I got you. So you failed to appear or something like that.
I guess.
All right. So I don't think I'm without jurisdiction. I think if the capias is open on that case, so I'm not gonna take any action. Correct.
Okay.
So I'm not taking action on that case. All right. All right. Good morning, sir. Can you tell me your name?
Yep, Max Gowan.
Mr. Godwin, you're here in 3 matters. The first one, 2021 MM 155 AE on charge of false information to law enforcement. You're also here in 2021 CT 691 AE for driver license suspended. You're also here in case 2016 CF 10682 AO for a violation of probation. In your violation of probation case, the judge signed your warrant, set your bond at no bond. Your bonds will remain as set in that case. As to your other charges in the misdemeanor and traffic cases, going to say your bonds at $500 apiece. Additional bonds, not operate a motor vehicle without a valid driver's license. I'm going to appoint a public defender to represent you in all your cases. You have a great day, sir. Good morning, sir. Can you tell me your name?
Christopher Lentz.
Mr. Lentz, you're here in 2 matters. The first one, 2020 CF 7416, the other one, 2020 CF 12280, both of them for violation of probation. Judge signed your warrants in your cases, set your bonds at $0 in both cases. I'm going to appoint the public defender to since you're on no bond, I'm going to appoint the public defender to represent you while you're here in my custody. If you want to hire your own attorney, you always can. Have a great day, sir. All right. Did we find out what was going on with Mr. Howard?
No, Your Honor, because we've been going, so no, I haven't been able to, not yet.
All right. Good morning, sir. Can you tell me your name?
Matthew Metzler.
Sir, you're here in case 2019 CF 1248 AO on a violation of probation. Judge signed your warrant in this case, set your bond at $0. Your bonds will remain at $0. Do what the law believes is considered to be a violent felony offender of special concern. You're not going to be entitled to release on your bail or bond in this case until your violation of probation is completed. I'm going to appoint the public defender to represent you in this matter. You have a great day, sir.
Do you know when my next court date is, Your Honor?
Probably sometime next week with Judge Lattimore, 2 doors down.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Good morning, sir. Can you tell me your name?
Andres Duran.
Mr. Duran, you're here in case 2020 MM 4982 AO for violation of probation. Judge signed your warrant in this case, set your bond at no bond. Your bonds will remain as set in this case. I'm going to appoint the public defender to represent you in this matter.
I appointed Lizette Dominguez.
Oh, you have your own attorney?
Yes.
All right, wonderful. All right, I'm not going to appoint the public defender to represent you. You have a great day.
Well, do you know when the next court date is by any chance?
If your attorney was here, I'll probably have him waive your arraignment, but I'll probably see you next week sometime for arraignment.
Is there any way we can contact them? I have the phone number, and they would answer the phone right now. I have the phone number.
You can always call him and he can do it in
Just to
writing
waive
too.
the
He
arraignment?
can waive it in writing and then get you
What-
onto your next status date.
I'm unfamiliar with the term like arraignment. Can you please?
Well, arraignment is what I want to tell you that you've been charged with violation of probation and your underlying charge of domestic battery.
Mhm.
So, and then you had to enter a plea at that point denying or admitting the violation. So I'm not going to have to do that without your counsel present. So your counsel will waive that opportunity for you to do that and get you set for what we call VOP status, which is kind of like a date where you can either set your case for hearing, resolve your case, those kind of things like
and
that.
what happened is I violated.
Don't talk about the facts of your case because
Yeah.
everything you say is being recorded.
Yeah.
So go talk, give your
okay.
attorney a call and
Sure.
or set up a time to arrange to talk to him. Have a great day. Good morning, sir. Can you tell me your name?
Angie Joel Solano.
Mr. Figueroa Solano, correct? Sir, you're here in case 2020 MM 8478 AO for violation of probation. Judge signing your warrant in this case, set your bond at $0. Your bonds can remain at $0. Want to appoint the public defender to represent you in this case. Not taking any action on your 2021 CF 4036 AO case. You have a great day? All right. Do you need more time for Mr. Howard?
No, Your Honor, I searched the system. I wasn't able to find any information.
So on CCIS, there's no warrant for his,
I looked, also, Your Honor, there's nothing.
this is a random warrant that came from nowhere, all right? All right, Mr. Howard, I don't have enough information sorry, let's go back and get your case called up again. All right, sir, tell me your name one more time.
Trenton Howard.
Mr. Howard, you're actually in front of me this morning only for case 2021 CF 1995, a case out of Osceola County. We addressed that case. However, you were out on bond in some other cases, 2021 CF 5699 AO and 2021 CF 5723 AO. I'm not going to take any action at this time. Now, tomorrow, when you see the judge, that may not change. So just be aware of that. Want to appoint a public defender to represent you? You have a great day. All right. Not forget anything.
It is 1:30 p.m., Thursday, July 15th, 2021. If I could have counsel, please put your appearance on record.
Brenda Eugene on behalf of the State Attorney's Office.
Letitia George on behalf of the Office of the Public Defender.
Please tell me your name.
David Green.
21 CT 1238. Ms. George, he's your client.
Arraignment. Yes, Your Honor. We'll enter a plea of not guilty.
Division 84, pretrial conference is August 9th at 9 a.m., courtroom 4B.
Good luck, sir. You want to call the case, Ms. George?
Yes, Your Honor. 2021 MM 3699AO, Cabrera Yacel. There was an offer from the state to resolve the case, an adjudication of guilt, credit time served, and no return. I spoke with my client. We went over all the rights he would be giving up. He understands those rights, and he would like to accept the state's offer here today, Your Honor.
Please raise your right hand to be sworn.
Do you swear to tell the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. You heard what Ms. George just said. Is that what you want to do here today?
Yes, ma'am.
You can put your hand down. You understand all the rights that you're giving up if you enter a plea of guilty or no contest?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have any questions for me about those rights?
No, ma'am.
You understand if you're on probation anywhere, this plea could violate that.
Yes, ma'am.
And if you're not a U.S. citizen, this plea could subject you to deportation.
Yes, ma'am.
At this time, how do you wish to plead to trespass on property other than a structure or conveyance?
No contest.
I'll accept your plea. I find it's freely and voluntarily made. I'll adjudicate you guilty, give you credit for the 46 days that you've been in custody. I'll order that you not return to the address that one of the attorneys will provide.
I don't have it. Do you have it?
I don't, but I'll find it.
So I can't order him not to return somewhere if I don't know where that is.
Address, Your Honor, is 1605 South Cimarron Boulevard.
You heard that, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you can't go back there. Good luck, sir. You have 30 days to appeal in writing.
Thank you.
Can you find the second one for me? While I go through it, can you?
Sure.
Um, um, 2021 MM 4032AO, Mr. Crew Robert, oh, sorry.
Yes, 2 cases.
Oh, sorry, wrong one. Sorry.
The other case is under Lonnie Richard Smith, 21 MM 3913, false ID to law enforcement. Your office represents him in both.
I believe there's, no, that's, I
It
have,
says AKA.
oh, it's here, okay.
I have them as 2 separate people that are both AKAs with each other.
I see, Laney.
What's the other name?
I don't know which name you have.
We have 2, yeah, we have both cases, Your Honor. It looks like the Crew, Robert Crew and Laney. So one of them is for a trespass and the other is for a providing false ID.
Yes.
What's his name? He has both.
Darian.
Okay, so Lonnie Crew is, Robert Richard is medical.
Oh, this is a different defendant entirely?
Is mental health.
All right, she called Robert Crew. That's not him?
This is Darian Crew.
I don't have him.
Right.
Oh, okay. So he's AKA Laney Smith. So Darian Crew, AKA Laney Smith is who we have here. I don't know.
I have Robert Crew as AKA Lanny Smith. We don't have the other Crew.
He's saying he's Laney Smith. I don't know. I'm confused.
I am.
He's stating he's Laney Smith.
What about Robert Crew?
They're saying medical
He's mental health.
or mental health?
Oh, I don't know what to do with all that then.
He stated that was what was the problem when he first got here. He couldn't call out because they have the same number.
All right, we got to bring him back, Miss George. Because we don't have, the clerk doesn't have the right paperwork.
Okay, thanks.
What's his case number?
2021 MM 3913AO.
One nine or 1-3?
I have a 3913 on the arraignment for
3913.
Smith Laney, providing the false ID.
We have that one. It's the other one we don't have.
Okay, so we have that one. Laney Smith.
Darian Crew.
Yeah.
It's the other case we don't have.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so perfect.
What's the other case?
Oh, he's AK.
He's an AKA.
So he does not have 2 cases?
No, he has one.
Lonnie Smith right here?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so then the AKA on the other one is not right. Okay. Let's try this again.
2021 MM 3913AO, Smith Laney. I spoke with Mr. Laney. The state is offering, Mr. Smith, excuse me. The state is offering a withhold of adjudication, credit time served in order to resolve the case today. I did go over all the rights he would be giving up. He understands those rights and would like to accept the state's offer here today.
Why would the court withhold adjudication?
When I did a search under this name, Your Honor, he had no other offenses.
What about the other name?
I was not aware there was another name.
out-of-state history and convictions. He also is held on a fugitive from justice warrant.
Okay.
Then the court won't withhold adjudication.
That's fine, Your Honor. Originally, I had talked about an adjudication because I mixed them up. So he's okay with the adjudication.
All right, sir, raise your right hand.
Do you swear to tell the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, tell me your name.
Lanny, I'm sorry. Lanny Richard Smith,
And what's your date of birth?
08/05/1990.
Have you ever gone by any other names?
No, ma'am.
All right, so I don't know why they have that. All right, you heard what Ms. George just said. Is that what you want to do here today?
Yes, ma'am.
You understand all the rights you're giving up by entering a plea of guilty or no contest?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have any questions for me about those rights?
No, ma'am.
You understand if you're on probation anywhere, that's any state, this could violate that.
Yes, ma'am.
If you're not a U.S. citizen, you could be deported.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. How do you wish to plead to providing false identification to law enforcement?
Guilty.
I'll accept your plea of guilty. I find it's freely and voluntarily made. I'll adjudicate you guilty. I'll give you credit for the 39 days you've been in jail. I have to order that you pay court costs. I'll give you a year to pay those.
Your Honor, they are expedited. I think he has the warrant in Georgia. Yeah.
So I'll order that he has a year to pay from date of release.
Thank you, Your Honor.
And I'm sorry, how many days did he have, Your Honor? 39? Thank you.
All right, good luck, sir. You have 30 days to appeal in writing. Jordan Hinkle.
Where is it?
21MM4282. Ms. George, your office represents him.
Yes, Your Honor, I will waive and enter plea of not guilty.
Division 85, pretrial conference, August 2nd, 9 a.m., courtroom 4A.
Twenty-one MM4138, Ms. George.
I'll waive and enter plea of not guilty.
Division 84, pretrial conference, August 9th, 9 a.m., courtroom 4B.
Twenty-one MM129, Ms. George.
I'll waive and enter plea of not guilty, Your Honor.
Division 81, pretrial conference, August 6th, 9 a.m., courtroom 4E.
Please tell me your name.
Miriam Larry.
21MM4007, Ms. George, your office represents her.
We're going to enter a plea of not guilty, Your Honor.
Division 82, pretrial conference, August 9th, 10:30 a.m., courtroom 10B.
Yes, ma'am.
Twenty-one CO786, Ms. George.
I'll waive and enter a plea of not guilty.
Division 81, pretrial conference, August 6th, 9 a.m., courtroom 4E.
Twenty-one MM239, Ms. George.
I'll waive and enter a plea of not guilty, Your Honor.
Division 62, pretrial conference, August 16th, 9 a.m., courtroom 9B.
Please tell me your name.
Anthony Heath.
21 MM4853. You're here charged with trespass and disorderly conduct. There is probable cause. Was there an offer?
Yes, Your Honor. An adjudication of guilt, credit time served, and no return to Christ Church at 2200 South Orange Avenue. I did have a chance to speak to Mr. Heath. He understands all the rights he will be giving up and would like to accept the state's offer here today.
Please raise your right hand.
Do you swear to tell the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
You heard what Ms. George just said. Is that what you want to do here today?
Sorry, ma'am. I'm hard of hearing, so I did.
Can we give him a hearing device? You heard what Ms. George just told the court. Is that what you want to do here today?
It's too low. Hold on. It's at 2. Try now.
How's that?
You hear?
Is that any better?
Yeah, these aren't working.
Okay.
I think it's got a short in it.
Is that any better?
They're not working. It's okay.
Can you hear anything now?
I can hear me, but I can't hear her.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
All right. You heard what Ms. George told the court. Is that what you want to do here today?
Yes, ma'am.
You understand the rights you're giving up if you enter a plea of guilty or no contest?
No contest.
But do you understand the rights you're giving up?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have any questions for me about those rights?
No, ma'am.
You understand if you're on probation, this plea could violate that?
Yes, ma'am.
If you're not a U.S. citizen, you could be deported.
Yes, ma'am.
At this time, how do you wish to plead to trespass on property after warning and disorderly conduct?
No contest.
I'll accept your plea. I find it's freely and voluntarily made. I'll adjudicate you guilty, give you credit for 2 days in custody. I'll order you're not allowed to return to the Christ Church. I have to order that you pay court costs, and I'll give you a year to pay them.
Okay.
You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Good luck, sir. You have 30 days to appeal in writing.
Okay, thank you.
I'm not, I don't care. Yeah. Ms. George, you just call them all.
2021 MM 424 AW Heath John. Your Honor, he's here for a petty theft. I do not believe the state is making an offer here in this case.
No, Your Honor.
All right, sir, I reviewed the probable cause affidavit. There is probable cause. I'll appoint an attorney to represent you. Your bond is $250, and you're not allowed to return to Wawa at 13501 West Colonial Drive. Do you understand? Do you understand?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, good luck, sir. I'm sorry, Ms. George. I thought because you were standing there was an offer.
No, everyone else, it looks like is an offer. It was just some in between, I guess.
All right, go ahead.
Bennett Michael, 2021 233165. He's here, Your Honor, for an alcoholic beverage open container. The state is offering a withhold of adjudication, credit time served. I did have a chance to speak to Mr. Bennett. He understands all the rights he would be giving up and would like to accept the state's offer here today.
And I believe the case number is 21MO803. Sir, please raise your right hand.
Do you swear to tell the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, I do.
All right, you heard what Ms. George just said. Is that what you want to do here today?
Yes, Your Honor.
You understand all the rights you're giving up by entering a plea?
Yes, I do.
Do you have any questions for me about those rights?
No, I don't.
You understand if you're not a U.S. citizen, you can be deported?
Yes, I do.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol today, sir?
I'm not, Your Honor.
All right, at this time, how do you wish to plead an open container of an alcoholic beverage?
No contest.
I'll accept your plea. I find it's freely and voluntarily made. I'll withhold adjudication, give you credit for the 2 days you've been in custody. I have to order that you pay court costs, and I'll give you a year to pay them.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Yes, sir, good luck. You have 30 days to appeal in writing.
Okay.
Tell me your name.
Dylan Foreman.
Looks Looks like you have a violation of probation out of Hernando County in 1400982. There's no bond on that. We'll notify them that you're here so that they can transport you.
Yes, ma'am.
A warrant was also issued for your arrest, charging you with failure to report and re-register as a sexual offender. Another judge has already found probable cause. Your bond is $1,000. You must comply with all sex offender reporting requirements. You understand? I'll appoint an attorney to represent you in that case. Good luck. Please tell me your name. 21 CF 8278. You're here charged with grand theft of a motor vehicle and criminal mischief, damage greater than $1,000. I'm going to appoint an attorney to represent you. There is probable cause. Your bond is $1,000 on count 1, $150 on count 2. You're not allowed to return to the scene or have contact with any victim or witness in this case. Do you understand? Good luck. Sir, please tell me your name.
E.B. Wilson.
Mr. Wilson, you're here in 21 CF 8264, charged with aggravated assault with a weapon, and 21 MM 4839, charged with criminal mischief. I'm going to appoint an attorney to represent you in both of these cases. There is probable cause.
Yes, Your Honor, I would just ask that when setting a bond amount, you consider the fact that he's been deemed incompetent. He just had a new evaluation January 12th, 2021, and he's still been deemed incompetent and does not meet the requirements for commitment.
Could he qualify for mental health pretrial release?
Not with
N-
all of this going on in that charge, no, Your Honor, just to let you, I don't think you're qualified.
All of what going on?
Huh? Like his,
Because he's got out on bond cases?
yeah, a whole bunch of out on bond cases and then that charge, no. I know they won't qualify him.
That doesn't make any sense. His out on bond cases are trespass, likely because of mental health issues.
And battery and assault charges, but just the aggravated assault with the weapon, I know they won't qualify him.
Ain't doing nothing. They tried to jump me and rape me.
It's unfortunate. I don't know what other, Your Honor, services, but
I mean, but you can have him screened, Your Honor.
I don't want to waste everyone's time.
And go to the airport, I got hired by Spectrum.
Well, sir, I can't hear you. Can you get closer to the mic?
I got hired by Spectrum. I had some stuff on me. I went to a Dunkin' Donuts. All I did was say, God bless you, could you help a guy? I'm drinking a donut. The guy was going to buy me a drink. And the donut, and the guy inside went off on me. They pulled knives on me.
Okay.
So my advocate, Bridget Bickership right there, I didn't do was pull knives on me. I just had a fork and a knife from work.
All right, sir, here's what I'm going to do.
I didn't mean no harm. I didn't know it was in my bag. I didn't know nothing.
All right, Mr. Wilson, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take no action on your out on bond cases, but I have to leave your bond at $2,500 on the aggravated assault, and I'll treat the criminal mischief as a subsidiary and make it $100, and tell you that you can't go back to that Dunkin' Donuts store, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
And you can't have contact with the victim in this case.
Yes, ma'am. I'm gonna know.
Call your attorney right away, okay?
I have no way to use the phone. I have no way. And when I get out, I can pay my bond.
Okay. Call the number on that piece of paper, okay?
I'm getting out tonight.
Well, you have a bond that you have to post. I can't let you out without a bond.
I'm just saying, I have money now. You have to call the phone number for me. I'm providing.
Call the number on that green piece of paper and have your attorney help you, okay?
I'm coming back to court.
Not to see me, but you will go back to court.
When the next time I come back to court?
You got to call your attorney. I can't tell you when it'll be.
qualify no one that y'all have screened. They always come back as they close that mental health detainer as they don't qualify.
What's the use?
That's what I told Miss George. I was like, they don't qualify nobody.
Right, I'm just saying it's sad because I don't know what else to do with that.
I will order no one else into their programs.
Yeah.
Because if you're not gonna, if the people who need the program can't qualify for the program, I don't see the use of the program.
Right, I agree.
Please tell me your name.
Denise Airy.
Okay, perfect.
21 MM 4850, you're here charged with trespass on property after warning and retail petty theft. There is probable cause in this case.
And-
I'll appoint,
Sorry.
go ahead.
There is not an offer on this case.
All right. I'll appoint an attorney to represent you. I'll stay your bond at 500 on count one, 100 on count two. You're not allowed to return to the Wawa at 608 North Goldenrod Road. Do you understand that?
Yes.
You can't have contact with any witness in this case. Good luck, ma'am. You do? Okay. Is he Creole?
Yes.
Okay. No, it doesn't do that anymore. It just comes over the loud. No, you don't. It changed over the weekend. This is Judge Gibson. Who do I have on the line?
Thank you for calling Language Line Solutions. This is Nadej, ID 366712. I'll be your Haitian Creole interpreter today.
We have you over the loudspeaker in the courtroom. If you can please speak as loudly as possible. Has the interpreter been sworn?
No.
Please raise your right hand to be sworn.
Do you swear to interpret from Creole to English and English to Creole the testimony you will receive today?
Yes.
Thank you. Sir, please tell me your name.
Tishman.
Monsieur, est-ce que vous nom?
Kevin Tishman.
Kevin Sismon?
Yes. Oui.
21 CF 7819. You're here charged with aggravated battery with a firearm discharge.
This is the interpreter. Judge, could you please repeat?
You're here charged with aggravated battery with a firearm. Another judge issued a warrant for your arrest.
Ou là parce que yo chargé ou pour bataille aggravée avec un arme. Un l'autre juge qui chargé pour yo arrêter ou.
I'll appoint an attorney to represent you.
N'a appointé un avocat pour représenter ou.
Oui.
What level felony is aggravated battery with a firearm?
Your Honor, when I looked it up, it was a PBL. So I would ask for no bond, Your Honor. Oh. Your Honor, I believe this case is punishable by life, and the state would ask for no bond.
Can the interpreter not hear the state?
No, I did not. Could you please repeat?
Just sit down and be next to the microphone, please.
This case is punishable by life, and therefore the state is requesting defendant be held no bond.
OK, crime ça, di punition ni c'est la vie, et puis pour ou même yo accusé pour rester ou pas gain aucune liberté provisoire.
I will do that. At this time, sir, you'll be held with no bond on this charge.
Pour kounyan monsieur, y ap kebe ou en dan ou pas gain liberté provisoire.
However, even while in custody, you may not have contact with any victim or witness in this case.
Pendant ce temps, bien que nous arrêté ou en dan ou pas supposé en contact avec aucun victime ou bien avec aucun monde qui en rapport avec CASA.
At this time, I'm revoking your bond in 20 MM 6947.
Pour kounye, n'a révoqué liberté provisoire là à 20 NM 6907.
Ça veut dire.
Good luck, sir.
What does that mean?
What that means is you have a charge for battery for which you were out on bond when you were arrested on this new charge. So you'll be held at no bond on the battery charge as well.
Ça veut dire que ou te gon charge pour battre, pour goumen, pendant te deux yo nan liberté provisoire là, ou vin gen charge sa yo, ça veut dire y ap kebe ou sans liberté provisoire.
And the client has a private attorney in that case, so he needs to reach out to the private attorney.
Pour kounye an, ou gon avocat privé, so ou besoin contacter avocat privé ou.
Good luck, sir.
Bonne chance, monsieur.
I believe that's all we have for the Creole interpreter. Thank you.
You are welcome, Judge. Thank you for using our service.
Go ahead, Ms. George.
2021 MM 485280 Jackson Archie. He's here for a trespass on property after a warning. The state is offering an adjudication of guilt, credit time served, and no return to Sitco at 4135 West Colonial Drive. I did have a chance to speak to Mr. Jackson. We went over all the rights he would be giving up, and he would like to accept the state's offer here today.
Please raise your right hand.
Do you swear to tell the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
All right, put your hand down. You heard what Ms. George just said. Is that what you want to do here today?
Yes, ma'am.
You understand all the rights you're giving up if you enter a plea of guilty or no contest?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have any questions for me about those rights?
No, ma'am.
You understand if you're on probation, this plea can violate that.
Yes, ma'am.
If you're not a U.S. citizen, this plea could deport you.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, at this time, how do you wish to plead to the charge of trespass on property after warning?
No content.
I'll accept your plea. I find it's freely and voluntarily made. I'll adjudicate you guilty, give you credit for the 2 days that you've been in custody. I'll order that you not return to Sitco at the address provided by your attorney, and I'll have to order that you pay court costs. I'll give you a year to pay them. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, good luck, sir. You have 30 days to appeal in writing. Please tell me your name. 21MM 4859. You're here charged with battery. There is probable cause. I'll appoint an attorney to represent you. Your bond is $500. You're not allowed to possess a firearm, weapon, or ammunition, and you're not allowed to have any contact with the victim in this case or return to his residence for any reason. Do you understand?
Would I say something?
You can say anything you want, but everything you say is being recorded and can be used against you later.
I have my sister with me. She's 70 years old. And she's in a bed. She lives with me, and I got 2 dogs. What's gonna happen to her?
Sir, I gave you a bond. It's $500.
I don't have no money to do that.
You're gonna have to talk to your attorney about what your options are.
Plea out right now if you want.
Oh, we can't do that because of the type of charge. I can't accept a plea on a battery charge here today. I'm sorry. Please tell me your name.
Elijah Lofton.
21MM 4551. A warrant was issued for your arrest, charging you with resisting merchant recovery and petty theft retail. Another judge has already found probable cause. I'll appoint an attorney to represent you. Your bond is $500 on each count.
Ma'am,
Yes.
I actually paid bonds to go yesterday. Yesterday I paid them already. For the bond.
Okay.
He sent a DocuSign down to my friend in Naples, Florida, and he paid it. He
Okay.
charged $200 though.
I'm still going to set your bond conditions that you're not allowed to return to the scene or have any contact with any witnesses. I'm going to take no action on the out on bond. All right, good luck, sir.
Oh, okay.
Yes, go ahead.
If my bond was paid, what will I have to do now? Just, will it still go through and I be set free
Yes,
today? Okay.
yes. Please tell me your name. 21 4836 and 4837. You're charged with criminal mischief, possession of drug paraphernalia, and possession of a prescription drug without a prescription. There's probable cause for each of those charges. I'll appoint an attorney to represent you. Your bond is $250 on the criminal mischief, $500 on the drug paraphernalia, and $100 on the possession of a prescription drug without a prescription. You can't return to the scene, have contact with any victim, witness, or drug dealer. You can't possess or consume any controlled substance without a valid prescription. And at this time, I'm revoking your ROR in 21 CF 6792. And setting your bond at $1,000 on count 1 and $100 each on counts 2 and 3. Good luck, sir.
Amanda Robinson bonded. Jeffrey Satchel is a refusal.
21 4845. I find his refusal to come to court a willing waiver of his appearance. There is probable cause, and I'll appoint an attorney to represent him. I'll stay the bond at $500 and no return. Reyes? Bonded?
I'm sorry, what was the name?
Larissa Reyes?
Not on our document. Make number.
She bonded. Please tell me your name.
My name is Jarquez T.
A capias was issued for your arrest in 21 1513 for failing to appear for a status hearing on a charge of trespass in structure. The bond is $500, and I'll appoint an attorney to represent you. Good luck, sir. Please tell me your name.
Emmanuel Bartholomew Strickland.
21 804, you're here charged with open container of an alcoholic beverage and violating state misdemeanors. There's probable cause.
Your Honor, I did speak with Mr. Strickland. We went over all the rights he would be given up, and he would like to accept the state's offer here today.
Which is?
A withhold of adjudication, credit time served, I'm sorry.
Please raise your right hand.
Do you swear to tell the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth, help you God?
I do.
All right, you heard what Ms. George said. You can put your hand down. Is that what you want to do here today?
Yes, ma'am. I would like to admit my guilt to that.
All right, you understand the rights you're giving up?
Yes, I do.
Do you have any questions for me about those rights?
No, ma'am.
You understand that if you're not a U.S. citizen, you can be deported?
Yes.
And if you're on probation, this plea can violate that?
Yes.
All right, at this time, how do you wish to plead to the charge of open container of an alcoholic beverage and violating state misdemeanors?
I plead guilty.
I'll accept your plea. I find it's freely and voluntarily made. I'll withhold adjudication, give you credit for the 2 days that you've been in custody. I have to order that you pay court costs. I'll give you a year to pay them.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir. Good luck. You have 30 days to appeal in writing. Okay. No, I'm so tired. Please tell me your name. 21 CF 8269, you're here charged with fraudulent use of credit cards and petty theft. There's probable cause. I'll appoint an attorney to represent you. Your bond is $1,000 on count one, $100 on count two. You're not allowed to return to the Wawa at 1200 West Colonial Drive or have contact with any victim or witness in this case. Do you understand? Good luck.
What about the other ball?
That's it.
Do you have a question?
Yes, I was still out on bond. I was out on bond. Is it still?
I don't have any of your other cases before me today, just this one case. So I can't tell you about your other cases.
This is the new ones that came in.
Right. Please tell me your name.
Bernard.
A capias was issued for your arrest in 20 CF 6877 for failing to appear for a status hearing on a charge of possession of cocaine. Your bond is $1,500 and I'll appoint an attorney to represent you. Good luck. Please tell me your name.
Giovanni Brown.
21 CF 8273. You're here charged with burglary of an occupied dwelling, burglary of a conveyance, 23 counts, grand theft of a firearm, grand theft of a motor vehicle, and armed burglary of conveyance with firearm. Hold on one second. I'm going to appoint the Public Defender's Office to represent you. Ms. George, did you wish to be heard?
Yes, Your Honor. I would argue no PC in this case. Upon review of the four corners of the arrest affidavit, it does not ID, there's no information to ID my client as the alleged defendant. Him and three other people were in the area, but there's nothing, no evidence that would pinpoint that they were in the vehicle, that they were the ones that stole the vehicle. They mentioned the items in the area, but they don't mention that they came from any stolen items in the area next to them, but they don't mention that they came from any of the vehicles that were burglarized. And so I would just argue no PC in this case.
Also, Madam Prosecutor, I don't see 23 vehicles.
I understand, Your Honor. I have been able to speak to the lead detective, and I would ask for an extension of 24 hours, just due to the nature of how many vehicles are involved, just for them to be able to obtain that information and present it tomorrow, Your Honor.
I'll give you that, 24 hours.
Thank you.
We'll see you back here tomorrow, sir. Please tell me your name. 21 CF 8283. You're here charged with possession of fentanyl and possession of cocaine. There is probable cause. I'll appoint an attorney to represent you. Your bond is $1,000 on count one, $150 on count two. You can't possess or consume any controlled substance or have contact with any known drug dealers. At this time, I'm revoking your bond in 21 CF 7845. I'll double that, so it'll be $2,200. Good luck, sir. Yeah, it's two counts. So 1,000 on count one, and I'm making it 2,000, and then 100 on count two, and I'm making it 200. Please tell me your name.
Good afternoon, Hashem El Hassan.
A warrant was issued for your arrest in 21 CF 8293, charging you with burglary of a dwelling and grand theft. There is probable cause. I'll appoint an attorney to represent you. Your bond is $25,000 on count one and $5,000 on count two. You're not allowed to return to the scene, have contact with any victim or witness. You're not allowed to possess a weapon, firearm, or ammunition. And you may not return to 610 St. John's Court. Yes. I need to make sure he understands the no return. Yes, ma'am?
Your Honor, are you willing to reduce the bond on count one?
No, not at this time. But I want to make sure that you understand the no return. You can't go back to the victim's residence or the side of the duplex that you were staying in. You can't go back there either. You understand that?
Understand.
Good luck, sir. Please tell me your name. A capias was issued for your arrest in 21 CF 5798, charging you with aggravated stalking after an injunction, violation of an injunction for protection against stalking or cyber stalking. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 counts of that. You have no bond. I'll appoint an attorney to represent you. You're not allowed to have any contact with the victim or witness or co-defendant in this case. You can't possess a weapon, firearm, or ammunition. Do you understand? Good luck.
Your Honor, on the aggravated stalking, are you supposed to set a bond or it came in as no bond?
They came in as no bond. Because of the type of capias it is, I have the ability to change that, but based on the charges, I can't find any reasonable conditions of bond this court can place on your client, so I'm not inclined to change it at this time. Please tell me your name.
Colleen Falk.
One more time.
Colleen Falk.
To Giselle.
What's her,
Yeah,
what's her, no, what's her, booking number? Supposed to be here today. Yeah, I found it at 2:59 this morning. And they served it on her.
So she bought.
Okay, I don't have any of it, okay.
But yeah, I bond out on.
I don't know anything about you or any of your cases because I don't have the information, so I can't answer any questions about them.
Would I be able to bond out on my Seminole charges here in Orange County?
I mean, that's possible, yes, yes. If you have a Seminole County case with a bond, you can bond out in Orange County, yes,
Okay.
yes.
Because I believe I bonded out already.
You may have, but I can't tell you if there's anything else holding you because I don't even have a file for you.
Okay, so when will I see you?
I think they said tomorrow,
Do I have to stay here until tomorrow?
unless you have bond on all of your cases and you post it. But I don't know, I'm sorry. Please tell me your name.
Giselle Hernandez.
A warrant was issued for your arrest in 21 CF 7735, charging you with money laundering over $100,000 in 12 months. Another judge has already found probable cause in this case. Your bond is $100,000. I'll appoint an attorney to represent you. You can't have any contact with any victim or witness in this case. Do you understand?
Yes.
Good luck. Please tell me your name.
Ralph Kennedy.
21 CF 8291, you're here charged with burglary of a structure. There is probable cause in this case. In fact, there is probable cause for this to have been arrested as a burglary with a battery, which is a punishable by life offense, along with some other charges. So I don't know why it wasn't. I'm going to appoint an attorney to represent you. Your bond is $5,000. You're not allowed to return to this place for any reason. It's 2872 North Pine Hills Road, number 241. Do you understand that?
Yes.
You can't have contact with the victim or any witness in this case. You can't possess a weapon, firearm, or ammunition. And I would just encourage the state to look at this more carefully. Good luck, sir.
Yeah, you call this number.
Please tell me your name.
David Lord.
21 CF 8286, you're here charged with battery on a uniformed or licensed security officer. I'm going to appoint an attorney to represent you. There's probable cause in this case. I'll stay your bond at $2,500. No contact with the victim or any witness in this case. I'm not going to order a not return because of what it is.
Yes, Your Honor, I understand.
You can't possess a weapon of any kind, firearm or ammunition. And sir, you need to stay in touch with your attorney, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Is there anything else the state would request?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, good luck.
Thank you.
Please tell me your name.
Jaquan McNeil Scott.
21 CF 8294, you're here charged with fleeing or attempting to elude law enforcement at a high rate of speed, no valid driver's license, and reckless driving. There's probable cause. I'll appoint an attorney to represent you.
Your Honor, he does qualify for pretrial release. In this case, I see his last charges in 2018. My client has no violent criminal history, so I just ask that you take that into consideration and place him on pretrial release in this case.
What says the state?
I have no objection, Your Honor, if he also posts a bond.
Of what amount?
Whatever the guidelines call for, Your Honor.
Is this a charge that statutorily requires monetary bond even if placed on pretrial release?
It's not.
I apologize, Your Honor. I probably misspoke. I have no objection to pretrial release, and I would just ask that there also be a monetary bond, but not whatever. It does not have to be per guideline.
All right, at this time, I'm going to place you on pretrial release with special conditions. You can't drive without a valid driver's license. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
You have a job?
I'm self-employed. I'm a reseller.
You what?
I'm self-employed. I'm a reseller.
All right, good luck.
Thank you.
Please tell me your name.
Tariq Moon.
21 CF 8272. You're here charged with burglary of an occupied dwelling, 23 counts of burglary of a conveyance, 1 count of grand theft of a firearm, 3 counts of grand theft of motor vehicle, and 1 count of armed burglary of a conveyance with a firearm. This is a co-defendant case.
Yes, Your Honor.
I assume, I'm going to appoint the public defender's office. I assume you'll make the same argument, counselor?
Yes, Your Honor, no PC on all counts.
And I assume the state is going to make the same request?
Yes, Your Honor. The state does request 24-hour extension.
All right, I'm going to grant that. Can you make sure that they're not in the same area? Corrections. What was the first one?
His name is Giovanni Brown, Giovanni Brown.
Please, okay, thank you. All right, we'll see you back here tomorrow. Please tell me your name.
Richard Philip Randall.
A capias was issued for your arrest in 20 CF 11583 for failing to appear for arraignment on a charge of burglary of a conveyance. There is no bond. I'll appoint an attorney to represent you. And I don't have the other one. All right, good luck, sir. Please tell me your name.
Tatiana Reyes.
A warrant was issued for your arrest in 21 CF 8229, charging you with fleeing or attempting to elude law enforcement and failing to register a motor vehicle. I'll appoint an attorney to represent you. Your bond is $15,000 on count 1, 100 on count 2. At this time, I'm revoking your bond in 21 CF 4753. Good luck. All right. 21 CF 8295, I find his refusal a willing waiver of his appearance today. I'm going to appoint an attorney to represent him. Ms. George, did you have any arguments to make in this case?
Have a moment, Your Honor. The sell and delivery.
Right.
I don't believe there was any evidence of a sell and delivery. I know they recovered all of the drugs. I'm just pulling back up the arrest affidavit.
I had the same question. What's the PC for the sale or delivery? Clearly PC for the possession charges.
There wasn't a controlled buy.
I can't hear you guys.
I don't believe there was any type of controlled buy. I was telling the state. Your Honor.
No.
Um,
I think law enforcement walked up and saw these two individuals.
I have no objection to this possession, to a finding of possession, Your Honor. There's no scale. It does not appear to be even a weight amount.
Well, the 19 clear plastic bags containing the white powdery substance had a total combined weight of 1.37 grams. I just didn't know if I was missing it, but it doesn't say that they saw a hand-to-hand transaction either. And there were needles found with them.
Yes, Your Honor, I would just argue no PC for the sale and delivery of the fentanyl based on the four corners of the arrest affidavit.
State, you don't have anything else?
I don't, Your Honor.
All right, I find there is probable cause for possession of fentanyl, possession of cocaine, and possession of methamphetamine. I'll set the bonds at $1,000 on count 2, $150 on 3 and 4. I'll ROR on count 1. No co-defendant contact, no contact with any known drug dealers, and not possess or consume any controlled substance without a valid prescription. Two was 1,000. 3 and 4 were 150. Please tell me your name.
Joseph Setzer.
Yeah, I don't know who that was. Did you take someone out? Did we skip Samuel Rodriguez Min?
Refusal.
Yeah. That's okay. I figured something happened. I didn't know it was. Tell me your name.
Samuel Rodriguez Medina, ma'am.
Yeah, this is a different case. There was a refusal to come to court. We were still addressing that case. Let's go back to your case. In your case, a warrant was issued for your arrest in 21 CF 8279, charging you with arson of a dwelling, robbery, sudden snatching, burglary of an occupied dwelling, and grand theft of a controlled substance. I'm sorry, grand theft. There is probable cause. I'll appoint an attorney to represent you. I'm going to stay the bonds at $25,000 on count 1, $5,000 on count 2, $25,000 on count 3, and $5,000 on count 4. You're not allowed to return to the scene for any reason. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am. I have a question though. Is there any way that I can get a copy of my affidavit? Because I've been incarcerated since I've gotten these charges. And I don't know what any of the charges are. Well, I know the charges, but I don't know.
The facts of them. I'm appointing the public defender's office to represent you. They'll file a demand for discovery, and when they do that, the state is required to answer within 15 days, and they'll give all of that information to your attorney, so you'll have it through them.
Yes, ma'am.
But on this case, you can't have any contact with any victim or witness. You can't possess a weapon, firearm, or ammunition. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, good luck, sir. Mr. Setzer?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. A capias was issued for your arrest in 20 CF 15073 for grand theft, organized fraud, and 2 counts of obtaining property by worthless check. The bond is $50,000 on count 1, $15,000 on count 2, $150 on counts 3 and 4. I'll appoint an attorney to represent you. Good luck, sir.
Can I ask
Yes.
what degree grand theft is it? The paperwork I have is,
100,000, it's a first-degree felony, $100,000 or more.
can I ask another question, please, Your Honor?
Yes, you can ask anything you want. I just want to make sure you understand that everything you say is being recorded and can be used against you later.
Because if it's 100,000 or more, the total, what's alleged is only $23,000, so I don't see where the 100,000 comes from.
I don't have that information in front of me because it's a capias. So call the number on that piece of paper and ask those questions of your attorney because they'll get that information from the state. But I don't have it because it's a failure to appear capias.
I've never been in this court.
Oh, it's not an FTA. It's a probable cause capias. I don't have any of the facts. I don't have the police report. I don't have anything.
Okay, so the number on this piece of paper?
Yes, that will be your attorney, and they'll be able to tell you about the facts. All right, good luck, sir. Sorry. Please tell me your name. 21 CF 8270, you're here charged with aggravated assault with a firearm, possession of a firearm by convicted felon, and open display of a firearm. I'm going to appoint an attorney to represent you. There is probable cause in this case. Your bond is $2,500 on count 1, $4,000 on count 2, and $150 on count 3. You're not allowed to return to the 7-Eleven at 4690 South Kirkman Road. Do you understand? You can't have contact with any victim or witness in this case. You can't possess a weapon, firearm, or ammunition. Good luck. Please tell me your name.
Bethany Telemark.
A warrant was issued for your arrest in 21 CF 7213, charging you with racketeering, conspiracy to commit racketeering, and trafficking in cannabis over 25 pounds. Another judge has already found probable cause. Your bond is $500,000 on count 1, $100,000 on count 2, $50,000 on count 3. You're not allowed to have contact with any co-defendant in the case, any known drug dealers, or any other victim or witness. Good luck, sir. I am appointing an attorney to represent him. Sorry.
Thank you, Your Honor.
is he? Okay, but this is a different guy. Do we have a Robert Crew? Oh, good, 21 MM 4032. But you have a record of him different from the other guy. Excellent. Where's he? This one. Ms. George, your office already represents him in this arraignment.
I'll waive and enter a plea of not guilty, Your Honor.
Division 84, pre-trial conference, August 9th, 9 a.m., courtroom 4B.
What's that? Well, I don't see him. Do you see him? Do you guys have any other guys? What about this guy? You don't have... Miriam Larry? Oh, it's a girl. What?
We addressed her.
Oh, we did?
She came in, yes.
Today?
Under the move-ups.
She was on the move up list.
What did we do with her?
Is she not Division 82?
Yeah.
Pre-trial?
Did she plea?
No, it's pre-trial.
Give her a date.
Not Miriam Larry. That was the add-on?
No?
Yes.
We did it this afternoon or this morning?
Yeah.
I saw her.
It was a not guilty, Division 82, August 9th, 10:30 a.m. at 10B, pretrial conference.
Yeah, she was supposed to plea.
It's the same case y'all gave her the dates on for the add-on.
Yeah, so she was supposed to plea. I mean, I don't need her back. Not my case. What happened to the attorneys? The attorneys were supposed to be here. Where are your people? Y'all don't know about it either?
Ms. George said not guilty.
For the one that the girl.
Miriam.
Oh, okay. So, yes, Your Honor, we said not guilty. Originally, we were gonna plea her out, but due to her not having anywhere to live and she was supposed to get a placement, so we had to change it.
All right, great, perfect. That's what we meant to do. Anything else for the record?
Yes, Your Honor, I wanted to recall the injunction, the aggravated stalking after an injunction. I believe it's, the aggravated stalking after an injunction is to be set at IAs, so it's gonna come in as no bond. I'm not sure about the contempt of court violation, but I know it shows that the aggravated stalking after an injunction, the bond is supposed to be set at IAs.
It is. Did you call the case?
2021 CF 5798 AO.
The problem is, it's that charge along with, I believe, 8 violations of a court order. So what reasonable bond conditions can the court set on your client with which he'll comply, given the fact that he's currently before the court charged with literally 9 violations of court orders? That's, I don't know what to
Your Honor, I would just
do with that.
I would just argue that in this particular case, if you look at his criminal history, he has none, and it appears that I know it was shown that he did contact her, but all of the contact was nonviolent, and it does not appear that there would be a threat of him hurting her. I think that if you set a high enough bond in this case, that would get the point across. The victim even stated in the warrant that it was nonviolent contact.
I don't have the warrant. Do you have it?
I just have it on my computer. I can't print it because
What's the aggravated stalking?
I believe it was the repeated email.
I believe it's the amount, Your Honor. I have at least 5 emails where he emailed her. He was emailing her shortly before the injunction was entered, and then I have at least 5 afterwards. As Ms. George indicated, the victim did say they were non-threatening. It's things like I still want to see my son. I'm sorry all of this is happening.
Is this the guy that was here the other day? Was he just here? Oh,
It's emails, Your Honor.
the aggravated stalking is emails?
I believe so, Your Honor. I believe it's due to the amount of them.
That's all that's, and, Your Honor, he's employed full-time, no criminal history. That's the only reason I would ask that you consider setting a bond in this case. He has nothing in his history. He's an
Did the state
administrator.
confirm that? Hold on.
Sorry.
I can look again, Your Honor, but it does state that he has no history.
Do you have his face sheet, Ms. George?
Yes.
Can I see it?
Yes.
I have nothing. It's all right. Thank you. Oh, I see. I'm glad you brought this back.
Yeah, it's unusual. It's not like our normal.
Right, I agree with you. So what I'm gonna do is set the bond on count one at $15,000 with all the same conditions.
Okay.
Do you have this guy's sheet? The other stuff? Yeah, can I see that? Whoops. I'm gonna set bond on all the counts.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Do you wanna see if we can bring him back?
Yes, you know how long.
If Dexter,
What's the name? I can't pronounce it.
Ismail Erdogan? I'm gonna treat all the others as subsidiaries and make them 100. Do you need this back, Ms. George?
No, Your Honor.
Oh, all right.
Can you tell me the
I'll take
bond
it.
so I can write it down? The first amount you stated?
15 for count one, and then all the others will be 100. Thank you for bringing this back up. See, that's what I need. On cases like this, I have very little information. So without that, I'm not inclined to put the public or the victim at risk.
That's why I thought it was weird, because this one was different from all the normal ones we see.
Right, it is.
Your Honor, may I say one thing, though? On the last page, it does say defendant advised of previous mental health or mental history, mental health history. So
Well, there's also the concern of him fleeing because his contacts are all out of the country. But I think that the $15,000 bond on count one is sufficient to secure his presence for future court dates. So that's why I set it there. Sir, please tell me your name again.
İsmail Erdoğan.
All right, this is 21 CF 5798. After you were gone, your attorney brought back up your case and some information. She brought some information to the court's attention. So at this time, I'm going to change my order. Instead of holding you at no bond, your bond will be $15,000 on count one and $100 on each subsequent offense. You still can't have any contact with the victim. You understand that?
To be honest with you, I didn't know.
Don't talk about the facts.
I'm telling you now, you can't have contact with her. You understand?
Absolutely, yes, ma'am.
So you can't email her, text her, call her. All of that is contact. So you understand, don't do that now.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so you do have bonds on these, but all the other conditions still apply. And make sure you stay in touch with your attorney. Good luck, sir, and thank your attorney. She did a great job for you today.
You're welcome.
Anything else before court is adjourned?
No, Your Honor.